Hello everyone, it's me again, Esther Kalejaiye, and I'm here to discuss on the application of the consumer buying decision process and CLB thinking to a recent purchase I made. So today I'll be talking about a recent purchase decision I made and how it relates to the 5 stages of the consumer buying process. The purchase I'll be discussing is my decision to switch my internet provider. Initially, I was using AT&T as my internet provider and I was paying about $70 per month. However, over time, the price suddenly increased to over $100 per month. This increase was above my budget. It was above what I planned, and it created a problem for me. At that point, I realized I needed a more affordable option. So, in this case, I was both the user of the service and the decision maker. This leads to the first stage, which is problem recognition. My problem was very clear. My internet bill became too expensive and I needed a solution that would fit my budget, while still giving me reliable service. And the next stage is information search. I used both internet and external sources. Internally, I thought about my experience with AT&T and whether the service was still worth, the new price. Externally, I went online to research other providers. I compared different options such as Spectrum, T-Mobile, 5G home internet, and Verizon home internet and the likes. I looked at their pricing, internet speed, reliability, and availability in my area. After gathering information, I moved to the third stage, which is evaluation of alternatives. At this stage, I carefully compared all the options based on what mattered most to me personally. My main factors were price, speed, and reliability. I wanted the best value for my money. And this decision was mostly rational because I focused on costs and performances. But there was also a small emotional aspect because I was frustrated with a sudden price increase, and it's ridiculous. But the next is purchase decision stage. After comparing all the options, I decided to go with Spectrum. The main reason was that Spectrum offered a more affordable plan while still providing good internet speed and reliability. It gave me better overall value compared to the other options I considered. So the final stage is post-purchase evaluation. After switching to Spectrum, I felt, satisfied with my decision. The service met my expectations and I was able to reduce my monthly expenses. Because of these positive experiences, I am more likely to stay with the company and even recommend it to others, to my friends and family. So, in terms of modern influences, my decision was mainly influenced by online information. Specifically, I used Google's AI mode to, to evaluate my options. This shows how digital platforms play a big role in consumer decision making today. So now connecting this to CLV, customer lifetime value, companies like Spectrum wants customers like me to stay long time. They may spend money on promotions, discounts to attract new customers, but they make their profit by keeping those customers over time. My plan with Spectrum is first month free and then $50 consecutively. Like now I'm still enjoying the free network because I only switched about 2 weeks ago. So I'm still enjoying free network. Then if I used my 1 month free, if I used up my 1 month free, then I'm gonna start paying $50 monthly, which is a good deal for me, compared to my last network provider, And also, I noticed that before switching to Spectrum, I'm always seeing their vehicles in my neighborhood, and I think all this influenced me, to just make the decision to go with them. So factors that would determine whether I stay include consistent pricing, reliable service, and good customer support. If any of these are not met, I may switch again. which is known as customer churn. So to conclude, in conclusion, my recommendation to internet service providers is simple. Companies should avoid sudden price increases without adding value. I mean, why would you increase your price without adding value to the consumers? So I would advise, internet service providers to stop increase their prices without adding any value to their product. So they should focus on transparent pricing, reliable service, and rewarding customer loyalty. This will help them, retain customers and increase long-term profitability. Thank you all and see you in the next discussion.